what my teacher would call first stage self-expression is a self-expression that is all about self. Right? What you want to say, what you're feeling, what's important for you, it's all about what you want to say. Now, much of that is incredibly healthy. Burning Man would be the best example of a healthy, full self-expression, yes? We have any burners here? Couple, okay. I've only gone once, but enough to know that this is what's going on. People are expressing everything fully, right? With not a lot of concern about how it's landing for their neighbor. Fuck it. You know, you're like, I'm just gonna run around the desert naked and, on ayahuasca, riding a pony, right? So, because that's what my heart wants me to do, right? And much of that is really healthy. Like your repressed emotions, your desires are huge for women. Your desires fully expressed, fully owned, huge for women. Your anger fully expressed, huge for women. Your yearning fully expressed, huge for women. Most aren't even going there. Is that fair to say? Can you guys kind of know what I'm talking about? Most are not fully owning their desires, fully owning the yearning in their heart, fully owning how much anger they carry or grief they carry, right? So it's a really healthy place to start from this, how can I be fully self-expressed as a human being, right? And that's a great, some of what we do this weekend will be giving you an opportunity to do that, and I hope you take advantage of it, because ultimately you can't be in a healthy relationship, either with yourself, the world, or another human being without that. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, but at some point, we have to deal with others, right? And so our self-expression has to be modulated so that it doesn't injure or blow others out, right? So if you go to Burning Man and you're expressing yourself fully on the pony, on ayahuasca, half naked, riding through the desert, you can't bring that into the workplace. Probably can't bring that home with you. I mean, I suppose your partner would be like, okay, it's nice for a little while, but the kids need to go to school, right? And so there needs to be some level of modulation for the real world, right? For the real world. And other needs to be considered, the healthy relating with other. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. So another great, single, I don't know, how many of you know S Factor? A few of you S Factor ladies here? Okay. That's another great example of full self-expression. Full self-expression. That's what you guys are learning, like the erotic creatures and how to express all of you. And that's a hugely important piece. However, how to bring that home and express it to your partner at home is often a big challenge. I've spoken a lot to the women at S Factor, so that's a big issue that they run into. And so how to modulate this energy to other, right? And oftentimes the feminine does not want to modulate. Maybe not y'all, but oftentimes in our feminines, man or woman, doesn't matter, we won't want to modulate because it's my heart, it's my thing, right? And sometimes that's appropriate, sometimes it's not. So in what we would consider, that's sort of a healthy approach to self-expression, right? How do I bring the truth of my heart, the truth in my body, the truth of my soul through my body into a moment that somebody else would want to be with or be nourished by? Yeah, you guys with me so far? Okay. But there's a piece beyond that, which is fuck what I want, fuck what they want. What does the moment want? What does, God or goddess want, right? What wants to come through me that may blow somebody out, may not be exactly what I want to say, but it has to come through. Yeah? That is often an expression of love. Like the feminine version of that is love coming through in the moment. Some unfettered, unrestrained expression of love, right? So you may, let me give an example of this, like you may be walking down Madison Avenue and you see your partner coming at you and your heart is filled with something, love, excitement, right? Now, fully self-expressed you might want to run screaming into his or her arms, right, and jump into their arms, right? Maybe they're, texting work or something, and it's not appropriate, so you modulate with a little bit of hip in your, little bounce in your heart, right? Love may want something totally different. Like love may want something in between that or beyond that, or who the hell knows what love wants, right? Love may want you to run up and drop to your knees and say, I love this man or this woman, or I love this person, right? That may be what love wants from you, right? And so that's a rarefied place that most of us don't live in very much, right? And what we want to, and we're going to be moving between all of these different stages, my teacher would call them, David would call them stages of expression. But one is self-expression, the other is expression modulated for the other is what God or Goddess, however you want to describe it, wants to move through you. Okay? So for that to happen, for us to move from one place to another, we have to clear a lot of channels. Right? We have to open up the pipes, and we have to open up the body, and we have to open up the heart.